special treat for you for the next 15 minutes. We have our own comedian, not Ryan Singer. Ryan Singer! Ryan!
Thank you, Phil. If I was Brian Singer, I'd be sitting at home on my pile of money right now. But I'm not, so I'm here to tell jokes for you before we get to Brycey Bones and John Five and the Creatures. We're going to have a hell of a time. We are going to have a hell of a time. But before you dance, listen to some jokes. And I promise not all of them are about my dick. Okay, so here we go. Well, this is the best looking audience I have ever performed in front of. I'm not just buttering you up. I'm not just buttering you up. Oh man, I've seen scarier audiences in Southern Ohio, and that's where I was born and raised. So here we go. My name is Ryan Singer. I will be here all weekend. I have a podcast called Me and Paranormal You, where I interview people with paranormal experiences and abilities. That's why I'm part of the Alien Con. This is an awesome night. This is the best night of my entire life. Tonight, the best night of my life. And some people don't believe me. Some people think I'm lying, but I'll tell you why. It's the truth, because tonight is the only night we got. Yesterday is gone. There's no going back. Not in my income bracket. You know we got real rich people working on time travel. We've already figured it out. But you know Bill Gates has not figured out time travel yet, because we still know who Steve Jobs is. Once Steve Jobs becomes the Berenstain Bears, that's when you know old Bill Gates figured it out. Seeing how far down the Reddit rabbit hole some of you guys are going to go tonight. Yeah, tomorrow's not promised any one of us, so tonight better be the best night we got, because it's the only one we got. Being alive is so good right now. We're living in a science fiction movie. Everything is coming true. I would argue the best part about being alive is the getting older part, because without it, you'd be dead, right? The world doesn't want you to think it's okay to get older, do they? They want to scare you into thinking you gotta stay young. Oh, you gotta stay young, kid. You gotta stay fresh. You're in show business. You gotta dye that gray out of your hair. Oh, no, not me. I've embraced it, dude. I got the gray hair swathing into my fro. My left eyebrow is going silver and visible. I call it silvisible. I got salt coming into my pepper beard, dude. When I'm walking down the street, I want people to be like, that dude looks like he got struck by lightning. Looks like a wolf dog, doesn't he? Hell yeah. I'm off the leash, girl. What's up? I got my shots. I do love getting older. I'm 40 years old, turned 40 years old this past summer. I love being over the corner, around the hill, or whatever it's called. Never been married, don't have any kids. I'm ready to put a baby in a lady, I think. Is that how you say it? Why'd you have kids? Oh, I kind of like to rhyme. That's why. I do. My biological clock has been activated. I'm ready to have a baby. I think the main reason I want to have a baby is because I want to be dad. That's the coolest name in the world to me, is Dad. I wish my parents would have just named me Dad when I was born. I could have skipped the baby making part. I would have been the coolest kid in town. Can you imagine showing up at the park? You see a couple with a little baby boy in a stroller. You're like, oh, look at this little baby boy. What's his name? Oh, his name is Dad. We named him after her father. It's a family name. Honestly, though, I'd skip that and I'd go straight to Granddad if I could. Something in the name, Granddad. There's a magical power a grandchild has over a grandparent, unlike even their own children do. Don't know if you've ever seen it in action, but it's beautiful. And I think I finally cracked the code. Because when it comes to having a grandkid, there's nothing else in this world that we can make that can then go make its own thing. Like, oh shit, look at that thing my thing just made. Hopefully I wasn't there. Okay. You guys want to talk about disclosure. You don't want to talk about my babies. If we're following the WikiLeaks, the email leaks, you all know about the Podesta emails, and everything's getting crazy. Oh, and we are on the verge. We are on the horizon. But I'll tell you what, sometimes I don't know what to think, because I'll listen to the people talking about singularity, and they say 2035 is the year of the cyborgization of humans and artificial intelligence. And Stephen Hawking is saying that's a bad day coming, because when the robots know that they don't need us anymore, that's when they'll get rid of us. Then you got Elon Musk on the other side saying saying, it's a 1 in a billion chance. This is not a computer simulation we're living inside of. And now we are aware of it. So you've got Elon Musk saying, we're in a computer, and we know we're in a computer. And you've got Stephen Hawking saying, careful, because the robots are going to know the robots. And it's like, oh my God, don't you see? We are the robots we've been afraid of. And listen, I don't know if it'll ever be funny, but you need to hear this shit. And I think if you're in this room, it's probably because you have. If we are robots, consider this. If we are robots made by another robot, we are now making our own robots, right? And I don't know if you heard about this, but Chinese scientists have discovered a particle called majorana fermion. I don't know what any of it means because I'm a comedian, not a scientist, but it will make computers 1,000,000 times faster. Can you imagine what 1,000,000 times faster is? This is you in 10 years thinking about going to look up porn on your computer. I think I'm going to... Now we have a world full of people wearing yoga pants, having constant orgasms. People from the outside are going to be like, it looks like a zombie apocalypse is happening on Earth. No, everybody's just having a really good time. But we've got these computer robots. I bet you've had this conversation recently. I bet you've had this one. Hey, did you hear the thing about that? Yes, I did. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get to the thing I was asking you if you heard about. Oh, don't bother telling me anything, because I already know everything. I am the smuggest, smartest jerk walking around the face of the earth, and everybody's done it, myself included. And it's because we know we're right. Subconsciously, we know we're right. We've got these transactive brains that have the entirety of human history in our fingertips. So you're going to ask me if I saw that episode of The Simpsons from season 12? I can watch the fall of the Berlin Wall in my robot mind. Oh, did I see the photo of the baby getting tickled by the kitten at the keyboard? I've seen every photo ever uploaded to the hive mind, you dumb bastard. So don't tell me who to vote for, and don't tell me how to feel about gun control, because if you do, I'll tell you to go to hell in a dead language. I'll just type it into Google Translate in my robot brain and tell you how to S my D in Sanskrit. As long as I've got a charge or there's an outlet 3 feet by. Because if not, then I'm dumb just like everybody. So maybe singularity's already happened. I don't know. It's fun to think about. Gosh, what else? There's so many robots. There's so many aliens things happening. This is going to be a really fun weekend. Let me see. I didn't set my timer, so I have no idea how long I've been up here. Let's look at my robot brain. Okay, we've still got some time to get to the bottom of this. Oh shit! Oh yes. So we have to find, as robots created by, I can't believe I almost forgot. So we are robots created by a robot, now creating our own robots. They're going to be 1,000,000 times faster in probably 15 years. So now what we have to do is we have to find our robot overlords. We have to find our John Connor, and we have to destroy it before it destroys us. Don't you see? Like, it is amazing to think that we might be robots. And if we are robots, nothing matters. You understand that, right? Nothing matters. And that's not dystopia, that's utopia. So go follow your robot dreams. Do anything you've ever wanted to do in your robot heart, because it doesn't matter. Holy shit. We have a computer robot machine on Mars right now. Some people would tell you we have a lot more than one. And it is rolling around the surface of the red planet, and it is sending us interplanetary selfies of photographic evidence of water on Mars. And I don't know if you remember this, about 9 months ago when NASA came out and said they had their biggest announcement ever, and it was the photographic evidence of water on Mars. People on the internet were not impressed. Oh, really? Water on Mars, NASA? What else? Oh, I thought you were going to tell us about reptilians. I've got YouTube. When I was in 5th grade in social studies class, we were given an exercise. We were given a list of professions, like 40 professions. You had to pick 5 of them to go inside of a cave to survive a nuclear bomb so they could rebuild society afterwards. You had doctor, scientist, architect, farmer, comedian. You're outside the cave, bro. Because a doctor can be a little bit funny every once in a while. I can't be a little bit doctor. Like they say, laughter is the best medicine, but I seriously doubt anyone in this room wants to put that shit to the test. Oh, what's the matter? Your appendix is bursting? Get over here. I got some dick jokes for you. Come on over. You're outside the cave, bro. Outside the cave. I see some fake pumpkins up here. Are these fake pumpkins? Okay, they're real pumpkins. Okay, good. They're fake pumpkins. I mean, what else is going on? Everything is happening. I love when comedians say that. What else is happening? Well, everything, dude. Everything you could ever imagine is happening right now. I didn't always do stand-up comedy in Wayne coin costumes at alien conventions. Years ago, I used to be a public school teacher, and I taught for 3/4 of 1 year. And there's a good reason for that. It's because those kids will make you drink yourself almost to death.
Thank you.
But I think this is an apropos time to tell this story. The kids I taught were about 9 years old, and one time I had to teach them the history of America. And these are difficult concepts for adults and little kids to understand. So I figured I'd use their favorite thing in the world to relate the story to them, which was snacks. They love snack time. So I'm going to share that same story with you now, and then we're going to get to some tunes. This is the history of the United Snacks of America. I hope you like it. Hundreds of years ago, the crackers broke free from the oppressive reign of the Fig Newtons. They moved to that magical cookie jar across the sea. They were tired of being taxed. Taxation without representation, they said. So they planted the flag of freedom in this new cookie jar. And the crackers thought this was good. There was one problem, though. The peanut butter cookies already lived there. This didn't bother the crackers, so they crushed the peanut butter cookies, leaving nothing but a trail of crumbs one day, where you can gamble and go buy cheap tobacco today. After a while, the crackers grew tired of doing the tasks they believed were beneath them. We're crackers, we shouldn't have to farm or build things, so they thought. So you know what they did, right? They abducted the brownies. Because the crackers hated the brownies because they were nutty and full of flavor. Brownies can dance, crackers can't. Everybody knows that. And we're going to witness it here in about 3 minutes. Then one day, when Cracker freed all the brownies, there was a big war. Cracker killing Cracker. Eventually, the good crackers won and the brownies were free. Although they were only considered 3/5 of a cracker. But they took what they could get, you know. But now the crackers didn't have anyone to do the work for them again, so you know what they did next? They got the Doritos from underneath the sink. They paid them lower wages for the same work. There's some talk about building a chip clip down there, but I don't think that's going to happen. Definitely not going to make them pay for it. But what they forgot is the bagels control all the money in Hollywood. So where are we now in this cookie jar, you might be asking yourself? Well, we got an election in like a week or two, or whatever it is. But I think there's one thing we've proven in this magical cookie jar of ours. We can always overcome our differences in taste. Hell, look at the crackers and the brownies. We put aside our differences. We started making babies together. And that's how the Oreo cookie was born. And has now been president of the United States for the last 8 years. And that's the history of America, or the snacks of America. Okay. I think we've had enough giggles. Thank you up front for paying attention. It was very kind of you. Okay, so without further ado, let's get your dancing shoes on. Let's have a good time. Let's have fun at the first ever Alien Con. Spinning some tunes. Ricey Bones, everybody.